Childhood trauma, how it shapes who you are. Most people think childhood trauma only refers to extreme experiences like physical abuse or disasters. Trauma is also often seen as something that should be forgotten because it belongs to the past. In reality, childhood trauma doesn't determine your fate, but it does shape the early blueprint of how you see yourself, others, and the world. This isn't about being haunted by the past. It's about nervous system responses and thought patterns that were formed to survive unsafe environments, and how those patterns can remain active even when the environment has changed. So how does childhood trauma shape you? 1. A nervous system that's always on high alert. Children who grow up in unpredictable or threatening environments develop a constantly vigilant nervous system. Their bodies learn that danger can appear at any moment, even without clear warning signs. The amygdala, the brain's alarm center, becomes overactive, and the fight-or-flight response is easily triggered. As adults, this can show up as chronic anxiety, being easily startled, or difficulty relaxing, even in objectively safe situations. Your body keeps preparing for storms that ended long ago. 2. Attachment patterns. How caregivers respond to a child's emotional and physical needs shapes the attachment style carried into adulthood. Early relationships teach the nervous system what love, safety, and closeness feel like, or whether those things are reliable at all. Trauma or neglect often results in anxious attachment, fear of abandonment, constant reassurance seeking, or avoidant attachment, discomfort with intimacy, extreme self-reliance. These patterns become invisible filters through which romantic, social, and professional relationships are experienced. You may not fear commitment itself, but the repetition of familiar wounds. 3. A harsh inner critic. Judgmental, critical, or emotionally unavailable caregivers are often internalized as an inner voice. Over time, this voice becomes automatic, commenting on your actions before you're even aware of it. Children who were constantly told they weren't good enough often grow into adults with a relentless inner critic. Shame becomes an identity. Something is wrong with me, not just a passing emotion. The harshest criticism you face daily may come from inside, using the language of those who were supposed to protect you. 4. Dissociation and disconnection from the self. When situations are too overwhelming or painful, a child's mind may leave the body as a survival strategy. This disconnection allows the child to endure what cannot be fought or escaped. Dissociation can become a lifelong pattern, numbing emotions, feeling robotic, or having fragmented memories. As an adult, this can make it hard to know what you feel, what you want, or even who you are. You may have become so skilled at leaving yourself that returning now feels unfamiliar. 5. Difficulty with emotional regulation and impulsive behavior. Children who were never taught how to self-soothe by stable caregivers often struggle to regulate emotions as adults. Without modeling or guidance, emotions feel dangerous rather than manageable. Anger, sadness, or fear can arrive like uncontrollable waves. Impulsive behaviors, overeating, overspending, risk-taking, may become desperate attempts to regulate overwhelming feelings. What looks like poor self-control is often an emergency system trying to survive emotional overload. At its core, childhood scars are evidence that you survived. The patterns you carry are proof of your nervous system's intelligence. It found ways to endure unsafe conditions. Now your task isn't to erase those scars, but to recognize that the war is over and slowly lay down the armor that once kept you alive but is too heavy for peaceful times. Healing may not erase memory, but it can change your relationship with it, from something that defines you into something that belongs to your history, a heavy chapter, but not the entire story.